Mr. Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be here and speak to you a few words on this important occasion. Let me at the outset offer my congratulations to the graduates of the year who by hard work and disciplined effort have attained their degrees and some of whom have achieved distinctions also. Today you have honored some distinguished sons and daughters of the country. They have rendered dedicated services in their respective fields and as such they have endeared themselves to one and all. The university has a sense of satisfaction in having honored such eminent persons whose contribution to the nation is unique. Your university has grown from strength to strength during the past 40 years. It has been considered as one of the most beautiful universities of India. It is situated on an evergreen hill, the main building of the university, which is raising its head to the sky, is a symbol of man's aspiration for higher and higher knowledge. The building is surrounded by a very well maintained garden. Many distinguished visitors have admired this university as an ideal place for an academic life and higher education. In this university, you have conditions which make it possible to develop true university life. You do not suffer from congestion. I am glad that you pay attention to research work. No teacher can inspire his students or win their respect if he is not himself interested in extending the range of knowledge. The ability to teach pupils to teach themselves to inspire students to new lines of inquiry are rare gifts. The work and reputation of a university depend on the presence of such teachers. One of the first objects of the universities all over the world is to produce a class of men who would devote themselves to research and scholarship on the highest plane. Many of us are apt to think that those who loom largely in the eyes of the public are the only ones that lead really useful lives. We sometimes talk and write as though only one or two individuals were really doing useful work and the rest doing nothing. It is, however, a mistake to think so. A nation's true greatness depends upon its average man and woman. It is in the life, thoughts, and actions of the average man and woman that the solid strength of a nation really lies. You may not be privileged to make any large contribution to the world's knowledge by research and scholarship, but every one of you can lead better, more earnest lives on account of the education you have received. If you do not do that in your own persons, you will have set a high example to those who come after you, and you will also have largely added to the moral energy of the nation. You are fortunate in living today in a free India which requires for its full development every able-bodied citizen who can serve the country without thinking of his own personal reward or suitable status. I know that it is easy to say that work is its own reward, but workers should also live, and if their work is to be satisfactory, they must be enabled to live in good conditions. Our government should rapidly devise methods of employing all available talent. If we are unable to give employment even to our educated youth, they become disappointed and dissatisfied with the existing economic order. Full employment and social security are treated today as the true tests of real democracy. This view is not unknown to the government of India are considering ways and means by which conditions in the universities can be improved. They wish to assist you in building hostels, providing playgrounds, and more than all, raising the status and salary conditions of the teachers. The importance of education is not only in knowledge and skills, but it is to help us to live with others. Cooperative and mutual helpful living is what we should be trained for. Moral qualities are of greater value than intellectual accomplishments. We have in our country great natural resources, intelligent men and women, and if in addition we learn to work together with pleasure, with pride, with a sense of duty in the sacred task of rebuilding our country, no one can prevent us from reaching our goals. I do hope, Mr. Chancellor, that your university is turning out boys and girls not merely possessed of learning but also endowed with purpose and vision. Universities are not mere places of learning, they are homes of culture. They are centers for the making of men and women. Man making is the task that has been assigned to the universities in our country today. It is time for us to know whether we are going on the right direction or not. And if we are not able to fulfill this purpose, we are responsible for the failure. I thank you all for your patient hearing. Dear sir, we are glad to know from your advertisement in the Indian Express of yesterday that you are in search of a reliable firm in this city having a really good connection with leading concerns in important towns in South India. Willing to act as agents for the goods you are dealing in, such as toys, soaps, and a variety of other novelties. In this connection, we shall be pleased to offer our services. You may possibly know that we do a large business in all of your class of goods, and as we have been in this field for the past 25 years, we have many old and valuable customers everywhere in this part of the country, and we are quite confident we could do a large business for you. We have large showrooms situated in good central position, fitted with electric lights, and we assure you that your goods would be displayed in a pleasing and effective manner. At present, we have 6 salesmen, each of whom would push the sale of your articles. We feel honestly that visit to our premises will convince you of the benefits you may derive by our services from the sale of your products. The terms on which we would be willing to take the agency are commission of 10% on all orders, pocket expenses of our salesmen to visit different centers, rent of buildings, and advertisement charges. Other aspects to which we wish to draw your particular attention are that supplies against orders should be regular and prompt, and packing should be perfect to ensure that goods are received in a good condition and to prevent unnecessary future correspondence. It will also help us if cards for display at showrooms and shop counters are supplied to us. Samples of cards used in respect of other goods dealt with by us are enclosed for your consideration. We are in a position to give excellent bank references. We shall be glad to hear from you if our offer meets your requirements in any way and if you will be willing to enter into an agreement with us. Yours faithfully.